from, if you take like the majority of people, they obviously want to know that that information is safe. So if I make a transaction to you or to anybody, or I pay something, people want to know that that information is safe. You know, it's not going to be misused in any way. So they have to know that the authority that's able to view this information, or the government department that's able to view it, that it wouldn't be misused or abused in some way. Like how do you see that process working?
Well, misusing information, this kind of information, if it's happening today, you know, I'm sure in some countries it's happening more, in some countries it's happening less, but it's something that you know, this information is out there anyways. As of today, you know, most probably there is no records of who is accessing that information. If we use distributed ledger technologies, then we can have immutable information on who has accessed which information. If you work in any country's tax authority today and you want to spy on somebody, you go, you see the information, later on you erase the logs, and nobody sees that you were seeking for some kind of information. Thanks to this distributed ledger technology, you cannot erase any logs. So it is something that you know that if you do something bad, and if somebody wants to check, they will find out. I think this is a very big step forward. Generally, there is, of course, there is possibility that, you know, I don't trust the system, I don't trust the technology, but a better technology in any case is better than a worse technology. And using distributed ledgers, then it is way better than systems that there are today.
So if you say use that example, if you take someone like Maduro in Venezuela, they were talked about, you know, he's kind of laundered like hundreds of millions from the government. And you can talk about maybe other government officials and leaders all around the world. So would you say when you have that information and when it can't be deleted or changed, can you see that there's going to be potentially much less government corruption?
Absolutely.
Than there is right now?
Absolutely. This is what initially crypto community was focusing on. The whole purpose of this technology is to minimize the level of corruption. So in some countries it will be very fast. There are even governments that are very, very keen on becoming completely transparent. There are governments that are not so keen on that, where it will take much longer time. But if there are already a few good examples where the government departments and all the processes, the systems are transparent, and let's say in our country it's not transparent, then the people in our country, they're going to raise up, they're going to, hey, come on, why can't we have something like that? Those people there, everything is transparent, everything is honest, we want the same thing. And this is what is needed, and this is how it will change. Even the most corrupt countries, if they are surrounded by transparency, there is actually no reason and there is much less possibility for them to be corrupt. Because usually what's happening, the government funds, they're moving out of the country. Where can they move if the majority is already transparent?
But on that note, you talk about how cryptocurrencies were developed to kind of reduce corruption and increase transparency, but yet many governments around the world, especially, you know, in what people see as like open democracies, are very, not afraid maybe, they're very skeptical, because a lot of the cryptocurrencies, like you said earlier, are being used for crime. You know, that because people can cover their tracks. Where do you see that it went wrong?
I think criminals, they're very sharp people. and wherever there is a loophole, they will use it. I don't think it has gone very wrong in that sense. You know, there are systems that are being used by corrupt people every day, especially news systems. You know, they are the ones who actually find the loopholes, and then the good guys are the ones who are gonna patch them up and improve the system. That's how every system is being developed. So I think it's a process, and this kind of starting or learning process for the whole crypto sphere is, you know, it's in the beginning. Crypto is not here yet. It's far from that. It will take maybe 5 years, maybe even 10 years for really to get to people's minds that, you know, there is such thing that is actually good. So I would say everybody who is right now in the crypto sphere is a pioneer, and we are in complete jungle. So there are a lot of things that will improve, but meanwhile we need to keep in mind and we need to understand that the system is not perfect yet, and everything that is not perfect, it can be abused, but that's only for a short period of time. Things will change.